Hey everybody, I'm Tony Arduini, Armstrong County's Director of Information Technology. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to join us for the second episode in our mini-series titled Web Browsing Security Tips. Web browsing safety is something that is often overlooked when you're online, whether it be because you're in a hurry and need to look something up on the fly, or because you're confident that what you're looking at there's no way it could be compromised in any way, shape, or form. Truth is, safe web browsing can greatly reduce your risk of being infected with a virus, malware, being hacked, anything along those lines. Before we really get into this, I want to jump back to our first video that we made here and just remind you, any computer that is on the network or has internet access should always have antivirus protection on it. Moving forward, I want to review a couple of the most common web browsers out there today. You have Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, and Opera. While these, just to name a few, there are several other browsers out there in use today. Doesn't matter which flavor of internet browser you like to use. The biggest tip for staying secure is always update. Update your web browser, update your plugins, update everything. I know it becomes a big pain and it gets really annoying when you get popped up with Java and Adobe Flash and Adobe Reader updates and Internet Explorer updates and Firefox updates. It's almost like every day you've got something new multiple times a day. Cannot stress how important it is to run these updates. Yes, it's annoying, but there's a reason that they're there. 9 times out of 10, it's an update to patch a security hole. That's definitely something you want to do. Always update your software, plugins, and your web browsers. Another big thing is avoid advertisements on the site. These people out there with the advertisements are paying to get your attention. While some of them may be legitimate advertisements, they're not always from genuine sites. Let me pull up an example here on the screen for you to see. The image may not be super clear for you, but you'll at least be able to get a good idea from it. So let's say, for example, that I lost my birth certificate and I'm looking online on how to get a new one. I simply go to Google or whichever your favorite search engine is and say, how do I get a new birth certificate? And on the screen you can see the results. I sort of boxed in with red some things to be careful of. The first 2 results on here are advertisements. You can see there's a little orangish yellowish box that marks them as an ad. And again, I highlighted these in a red box. If you look real close at the URL in these red boxes, you'll see that it doesn't go to any sort of government site or anything along those lines. Rather, other services that will charge you to get these documents. You'll see results like this common on almost every search that you do online. Look over at the right side of the screen also, you'll see a whole column of ads. The one little result down here, highlighted in green, is from a government website. Definitely check these out and think before you click on these. You want to avoid these ads and make sure you're going to a site that can offer you a genuine service for what you're actually looking for. Another huge thing to help you stay safe online is avoid playing browser-based games, whether it be Flash games or Java games or games from social media outlets, just to name a few of the popular ones, games like Bejeweled and Farmville, games like that online. Often those are loaded with malware and other pieces of software to make changes and sort of spy at what you're doing on your computer. You definitely want to avoid those. While we're at avoiding things, you definitely want to look out for avoiding suspicious websites. A lot of people ask, how do you do this? What is a suspicious website? How do you know? The best thing I can say is use your instincts and use a little bit of common sense with this. Now, if it looks like it's something that's too good to be true, it probably is. And just be super, super careful when you're browsing the web. You know, one of my favorite quotes from Abraham Lincoln is, the problem with information on the internet is that you can't always be sure of the authenticity. Just a little jab there to make sure also everything you see online isn't always true. Just because it's there doesn't mean it's real. Another safety tip out there is when you're browsing the web to check out the SSL certificates. In other words, sites now have a little certificate that prove that they're secure and they are who they actually are. Let me call up another screen grab here. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. You'll see that I went out to twitter.com and it automatically redirected me to the HTTPS. You'll see here the S stands for secure portion there. You'll see that it's secured with a certificate. When you actually open it and you click on the little keypad lockpad thing on there, and you'll see a website identification. In this specific case, VeriSign has verified that this is an actual Twitter website. By using these certificates, you know that you're on a secure site, you know that you're on a genuine site. Definitely something to check into. The last thing I really want to cover today is online shopping. Now, let's face it, 99% of shopping is likely to be done online today. I know I do anyway. It's rare that I set foot in a mall. Anything that you want to buy is online. Just a few things to be safe when buying things online. Like I just mentioned, verify that you're actually on a genuine site. If the site you're shopping on does not have a certificate, I would not recommend purchasing from them. A lot of credit card companies today have a special feature that if you sign into their website, they'll give you a one-time use credit card number. This would be a great way to make purchases online. And another employee here also made the recommendation to get a credit card with a very low limit, like a $200 or $300 limit, and only use it for online transactions. That way, if any of your data is stolen, there's a very small limit that they can actually utilize on that card. So I hope you enjoyed this real quick clip. It's a few basic tips to help you keep safe. While they're basic, they're very true and will greatly reduce your risk online. Thank you and have a great day.